Hi everyone, this is Angelica. How are you today? Today I'm going to be talking about the next stage in the spiritual awakening process. This stage is called integration. And integration is somewhat self-explanatory, but I will explain it to you in detail so that you know more about what this stage entails. So after you've gone through the beginning phases of the spiritual awakening, you start to see that your old self is leaving and your new self is not quite there yet. And you've had, been opened up to all these new spiritual experiences. Then you will begin to integrate bits and pieces of your new self. This is a lot like bringing heaven to earth and integrating the two. Because you're bringing the spiritual self, your actual higher self, your soul, and bringing it down into the physical plane, this earth reality. You are merging the two, so you're bringing together heaven and earth. So in this phase, things aren't so easy yet because you're just coming out of the dark night of the soul and you're, just starting to kind of slowly become your higher self. You're slowly trying to integrate this part of you into your physical body. And so this is a difficult phase as well, but it's easier than the dark night of the soul. The reason is that you start to see hope. There's glimmers of, of what's to come. You've made some big changes in the way that you are. You've possibly, let go of a lot of old ways of being that didn't serve you any longer. And so once you've done that, even though the new isn't quite here yet, you can still see hope because you have gotten better. By letting go of some of these old habits and routines, the new has started to come in a little bit into your body, and you start to ground that. So this can be a difficult time, especially for people who are really spiritual, because it does require a grounding of the energy. It must come into your body and you must ground it. You must be able to be calm. You must be able to express the spiritual energy in a way that is helpful to others. I've seen a lot of people who have been going through spiritual awakenings, perhaps not quite to this phase yet. Maybe they were in the Kundalini awakening phase and have been really high. And I went through this too, and they're really excited, and people just don't understand where they're coming from. So you can see why that phase would not be very helpful if you're trying to serve others and trying to help other people. So this integration phase comes in to ground the energy, to fill the body with the spiritual energy of the soul, but at the same time harmonize it and ground it so that when you do try to talk to people about spiritual concepts, or you do try to get across your message that's really important at this time for people to hear, you're able to do it in a way that's grounded and that people can understand and relate to. If you're coming from, a place that people can't reach, you're just too way out there, then it's not going to be helpful. So this phase I really like the term bringing heaven to earth. I love that. That's my favorite concept. I love, this idea of having the spiritual energy come into the physical body and being able to ground that and live that. Because by expressing that energy throughout, our world can become literally heaven on earth. And that is what we are trying to bring. So, if you're going through a spiritual awakening, this is definitely going to be one of the stages. And like I've said in previous videos about the spiritual awakening process, this is one of the stages that will come in spurts. So you may be over this phase at a certain point, and then all of a sudden there'll be more energy to integrate. Some people call it downloads, like when you're getting a download of energy from the cosmos or the universe or from the divine, the higher power, your soul is coming through you. And it will give you new information. It will open up your cells to new energy. And so that would be a time when you would have to integrate new things. I think it's really important to let people know that this process does get much easier. There was a lot of times through this process when I didn't think I was going to make it through, because it's a difficult journey. It truly is. It takes a very strong person to be able to embody these frequencies and this energy. So, just know you do get through it, and it gets much easier. And when your body can hold more light, and when you get used to what's going on energetically with your body, it's much easier for you to come across in a way that makes sense and in a way that is helpful to others. And that's what this journey is all about. So the integration process is all about bringing in the spiritual energy and integrating it into your physical body and being an expression of that beautiful spiritual energy in a way, like I said before, that is helpful to the earth and to others. So I think that is all that is involved with this particular stage. This is you coming out of the dark night of the soul, starting to see glimmers of hope, of seeing, well, maybe I do have a direction here. Maybe I am able to kind of like embody this spiritual energy and be able to, get through the days and start to see new possibilities for your particular path and what your purpose and your mission is for helping and serving others. Now, at this particular stage, you're not there yet, but you are integrating these things and you are seeing, wow, you're kind of getting more of an understanding. Okay, I understand this, and I can work with this, and it gets a little bit easier for you. So, yeah, so this is another one of the stages of the spiritual awakening. And this is one of the stages where it gets easier. And like I said, these all merge into each other until it creates the whole. And even after you are through these and already to the completion phase, you still will be integrating things. But they're very short-lived at that point. At that point, you'll have you'll feel the Kundalini energy running through your body for a short time. Or you'll feel like you're having like a Dark Night of the Soul episode again for a very short time. It could be a day, it could be 30 minutes. You're always kind of highly sensitive and aware of what's going on. But instead of letting that affect you to a great extent, you're able to pull back and really look at the situation objectively or in a neutral way, and assess the situation and how you should respond at that time, or if you even should at all. What's the best way for you to react to situations in the world so that you can be of best service to yourself and to others and to all of humanity? So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.